started out alive, man, that was the play. Streaming every night, building up the sway. But as the site faded, I had to find my way. Now I'm hopping platforms, surfing through the fray. Got my crew behind me, yeah, we call them givers. Chillin' IRL, catching all the rivers. Farkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind. Talking crypto games while we sippin' Jack Fine. Gives a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night. Always looking for the next thrill, that's where I ignite. Community so solid, always shining bright. Rolling deep and cruising for the height. From the struggle to the stream, it's all just a game. But with the giver found, we're making our name. Tracking crypto profits, life just gets sweeter. Every view and every stream, making life a keeper. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. So here's to the journey, no regrets in sight. Each laugh and each tear, it's a beautiful fight. Keep the wave rolling, let the good vibes flow. We're the givers, together in the show. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme. From the land down under, streaming through the night. Got my heart on my sleeve, everything feels right. Script is how we play a game. From start to next time, chasing fame. Put the gear behind me, changing scenes. So through the internet, living out the dream. Got my acoustic strong, curing it chill, far cracking jokes. Go stop the thrill. In the land of Kiwis, we ride the waves. Our road streams phone, no better days. Give us a minute, yeah, we take our time. Living in the moment, the life's a subtle rhyme.
Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to the stream. We got a little special one for you today, folks. A little guest is going to come and join us in about 20 minutes. None other than the Tipsy Panda.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
Well, we all are good-looking people, aren't we? Thank you, Melody. Thank you. And by the way, congrats. Who grabbed that? That was Comtech first to the stream, and Melody second to the stream. First and second place on Valora.tv. Valora celebrating 1,900 users on the platform. That number's going up, obviously. Doesn't go down, it goes up. And we will be celebrating when that number gets to 2,000 for certain. 2,000 people on Valora.tv. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Have I got the chat here? I do. I'm going to post this chat message in the YouTube chat. It should have gone into the YouTube machine. Yeah, there it is. And then I'm going to grab it because if you're not watching on YouTube, you may not see this, but I can at least grab it and paste it everywhere. This is a little referral link to get you to get over to Valora.tv to sign up. Now you might say, why would I want to go to another streaming platform? Man, I've already got one. I already watch people. I already do my thing. Thing is, you don't need to use it, but you definitely want to nab your handle. 1,900 people have signed up already. You wait till 3,000 and suddenly you go over there and you sign up and you go, oh, choose gives a minute. Nope, gone. Gone! They took it. So you got to do it now. I'm going to paste this. I won't paste it in the Valora chat because that wouldn't make any sense. I'll paste it in the Beamstream chat. I'll paste it in the Twitch chat. Hello, Twitch machine. I'll paste it in the BitChute chat. Did you say BitChute? Are you streaming on BitChute, Gibbs? Why would you do that? I don't know, but I am. Also on the arena.social. It's in there too. These are all the places that I just posted it. You can grab it from me though if you want it. It's in the Beam chat too. I think in the Beam chat. And I'd encourage you to go over and nab your handle because, like I said, when you do come to want it, maybe it'll be gone. At least go over there and nab it now, and then you can park it and then you can play with it later. So that's my advice to you because, like I said, growth is growth and doesn't get any better. You know what? They always say, when was the best time to buy Bitcoin? When no one else was buying it. When was the best time to sign up to Valora? When no one else was. Get over there, grab it, nab it, hold it, hodl it if you like, and go on from there. But yeah, the Tipsy Panda. So we watch this channel. You guys remember the Tipsy Panda travel vlogs? Now, why did we watch this channel? Why did this come to us? How did we find ourselves on the internet machine watching this person's channel? Well, this kid is not a kid, no longer a kid. I always think of Baxter, my niece. Nope, my nephew. Whoopsie. I always mix those two up. Niece is the female, nephew is the male. Baxter is my nephew. My only nephew, by the way. All the rest are nieces. How about that? I've got 4 nieces. 4 nieces and 1 nephew. Anyway, Baxter's friend from primary school, I think. Definitely not high school, just primary school. Yeah, Baxter one time comes to me and goes, oh, my friend, by the way, he's got an unusual name. Salute weird names. My name's Benon. Doesn't get much weirder, but yes, it does. This man has a name that starts with an X. It's pretty cool, but it's not said X. It's said Shaylin. But we'll talk about that. But yeah, Baxter comes to me and says, yeah, Shale's got a YouTube channel. He's traveling through Europe. He's posting content. And I was like, what? That's cool. Here it is, the Tipsy Panda. We went over and had a look at it. We wanted to give some support. Also, was just curious to see what the content was. And we engaged in it for quite a while. When I say we, I mean the channel. And what we discovered by watching the content was, I think we all came to the same kind of conclusion. It looked to us like he was creating the content just as like a document, like a historical document, so that then later on when it came time to look back at his travels, he could say, well, I got those videos. And I just spoke to him earlier and I kind of said that to him and he said, yeah, man, it's kind of like I just didn't really do much editing. I just almost like just uploading the entire SD card. And that's like a document that I can look back on because let's be clear, channel's kind of small, right? 82 subs. Let's see the most popular video. We didn't really look at that. Yeah, 267 views, leaving Australia. Vlog number 1. So the first thing he uploaded's got the most views. So I was saying to him, and by the way, I shouldn't blow this because we're going to have him sitting here in a minute and we'll ask him the same questions. But the idea behind this was behind watching the content was to support someone that's known to the family. And then also from a creator's point of view, just to continue watching and see, there's that element of how difficult is it to vlog in public, how people, sometimes he held the camera from a low angle because you don't want people to see you. And then later on, as he moved into more and more uploads, you seem to get more confident walking through streets of some crazy European city, camera in hand. I've got no problem with that. Some people do though. I always found that weird. Like if you're at let's say you're at a scenic lookout and you've got your camera or your phone like this and you're pointing it at the thing, no one will bat an eyelid. Like, yeah, that's fine. But the second you do this and turn it on you, what a weirdo. And you start talking. If you start talking to the camera, absolute weirdo. Not so much now, but definitely go back 4 years, 5 years before COVID. If you turned a camera on yourself and started talking in public, you're an absolute weirdo. Now everybody does it. And I guess that's kind of a conversation that I think we could have with I want to say Zalian. I want to say xylophone. His name is Shaylin, but I just keep mixing that up because of the X. How many other names begin with an X? Not many. Not many. So we'll have him here in a moment after the break. I've got a surfing vlog, not a vlog, just a surfing clip from today for you. First day out with the brand new GoPro Mission 1 Pros. I got 2 of them. Always buy these in 2s. One for... By the way, I kept that sticker on the side there just to clarify that one is the board mount and the other is the mouth mount. I don't know why I'm keeping them separate, but yeah, this is interesting for me because when you get a new GoPro and it has brand new frame rates and better bit rate, like a huge bit rate, you always max it out. So I maxed it out and I quickly realized that the SD card that I owned was only going to allow just over an hour worth of footage at the resolution of 4K 240. So I went out and shot 4K 240. The only problem with that, and you'll see it in the video, the framing is too tight. For surfboarding, unless you're riding a longboard like a Mal or something, you're not far. Like you probably can't. Oh, you can probably see the toothpick just behind me. Nope, it's just out of frame. Anyway, the toothpick 2.0, haven't ridden it yet, waiting on fins. So I took the old toothpick out this morning, but that's 6'2", 6'2", yeah, 6'2", and so from my face to the front of the board where the board-mounted camera is, not very far. So you need a wider field of view to capture anything decent. And dumbly, or not dumbly, but I guess I do this whenever I get a new GoPro and whenever the specs have been updated, I always do this. I set it to the max to see what it can do. So I did choose 4K 240. I know that there's higher than that, but I don't need 8K. 4K is fine. So I set 4K 240, but the framing's too tight. So as soon as I came back in and dumped the footage, I was blown away by how clean and clear it looks. Holy shit, it looks rad. The footage from this thing, and it's got to be the bigger bit rate, right? It's insanely beautiful, but it's not wide enough. So then I went to look back for 2.7K 240. Nope, they got rid of 2.7K. It's 4K or 1080. It goes from 4 down to 1080. I'm like, you kidding? You got rid of that middle one, that weird 2.7K? So it's either 4K 120 with super view or 1080, I don't even know, 640, whatever no, there's one that's 980 or something. That's a 10-second burst. I'm not touching 1080. I don't care for 1080. It's no longer 1990, right? We got bigger aspect ratios. So I'm going 4K, but I have gone super view, so the widest field of view, and therefore I've got to drop back down so far down to 120 frames, right? 120 frames at 4K is pretty slick. And today in this video I'm going to roll for you, I did shoot in 4K 240, deliver a 4K 60. So the viewing for you should be nice and smooth. However, when we go back out again with these guys, I'm going to go 4K 120, deliver 4K 30. So we'll be losing frames, but we'll be able to slow down to 25% slow. That's if I do get myself a freaky barrel of some kind. Hasn't happened yet. How many years have I been surfboarding? Haven't had a barrel. Nothing to speak of. But I'm speaking of it, but it's not quite exactly a barrel. But anyway, that's the reason. Do you know what too? Okay. I'll blow it all for you. 4K 240 with the new GoPro Mission 1 Pro and the new Enduro battery. I thought I'd be getting double the runtime out there. And when I say runtime, I mean I press record on these guys and I go surfboarding. I don't press stop. The GoPro is recording the entire session, just like the beach camera. So therefore I can sync them all up at the end of the session. I used to get in the 2.7K 60 on the GoPro Hero 13, I used to get 1 hour and 8 minutes. I know exactly because it's always the same, right? 1 hour, 8 minutes. I thought I'd be getting more than that. This thing's touted as a longer lasting battery. At the resolution of 4K 240, I barely got 1 hour and 5 minutes. So I'm wondering if dropping the resolution or the frame rate down to 120, I do go past that 1 hour 8. Now, 1 hour and 8 minutes is pretty good for surfboarding. That's a good session time, over an hour, right? That's good. Trouble is, and it wasn't today, as you'll see, when the surf's pumping and I'm feeling fit and everything's working in my flavor, sometimes I want to stay out there longer and get more waveses and get more psyched. That's when I was hoping that these guys would last longer. So I could call my surf at 1 hour approx and say I'm done and come in with battery to spare, or I could stay out there. We'll find out when we go back out there at 4K 120. The other thing that I really wanted to test was and I've got to grab one of these to show it to you. Grab your baby. I'll grab my baby. I'll grab both of them. They're probably still wet. I wanted to grab these so I could show it to you. These are the GoPro. By the way, the chat is extremely quiet today. Doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. If it's that quiet, I feel like I might make a video, but it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter, but it doesn't matter, and it doesn't matter, and it does matter. It matters and it doesn't. These are the floaties. Yeah, I should be careful because I'm streaming and these are still wet from today's surf. So what I had to do with these was get a... Hey, someone's Melody. How you doing? Thank you for cracking the jack. I had to get myself my Work Pro box cutter, and I had to cut out a whole bunch of the... This device isn't designed for the Mission 1 Pro. GoPro alleged that it was at one point, then they redacted that and said, no, it's not. So to make it fit, I had to cut out a bunch of the foam. I had to cut it up, right, to make it fit. And I did, and it did fit. But of course, yo, Aero Gamer, how you doing, man? Aero Gamer on YouTube, how you doing, buddy? Been a while. Wait, hang on. Fuck, sorry, that's Doug. There was a person... Man, that goes way back. Sorry, Doug. I just completely forgot who Aero Gamer. That's your son's handle. So yeah, I cut out these.
Good morning.
Good morning. A sticker on Valora. Nice. I cut out a section and then I shoved these in there, and they do fit now. But what happens? First of all, the Mission 1 Pro is heavier than the 13, and I've taken some of the buoyancy out of this thing. So I wanted to check that, and I checked it on camera. It's a bit dumb, actually, when I think, well, the water's clear enough to see, but I did throw it over my shoulder. And as soon as it hit the water and started sinking, I was like, fuck, what have I done? And I waited, and then I realized it was sinking. You're sinking, but what do you think about? It was sinking, but not that fast. Sorry. It was only going down because of the weight of it. No shit. It was going... I felt confident that it wasn't going to sink. Even though it was sinking, I felt confident that it would rise back up slower than the other one. And it did. But I did it on camera, and I almost dropped my board and dived down to get it because I thought, fuck, I've really messed this up. These are $1,000, right? These aren't cheap, these guys. The GoPro, the Mission 1, 900. No, 1,100. I got a discount though. I can't log back into Valora or Kik. Got a new phone. Well, Doug, I'd strongly suggest you go over there and claim a new handle and log back into Valora. Did you want my referral link? Nah, it's all good. So yeah, pretty stoked on the GoPro Mission 1 Pro. I didn't lick the lens or anything. I just took it out of the box, set up the settings, and went surfboarding. Charged it up, went surfboarding. Normally you lick these ferociously to get the hydrophonic lens droplet dispersion crap. Supposed to lick it. That's what they say, lick it. I've heard people say put it in the freezer. I've heard people say lick it. Someone sent me this. Dr. Film one time. I don't know who it was, but sent me that. Said use that. I'm like, doesn't make a difference, man. If these things want to fog up, they'll fog up. Who was it? Mark Ensby once said you should use Rain-X. The way Rain-X works, and the reason it doesn't work on a GoPro, the reason it works on a windshield is you use your wiper, so the windshield's wet, you spray this Rain-X on, then the way it works is the amount of wind hitting the windshield, so when you're driving down the highway, that forces the beads into smaller dispersion areas and forces them off. When you're surfing, you're not having a blast of wind constantly blowing on the front. So the Wind-X makes no difference, or the Rain-X makes no difference at all. So that was a nice idea, but it didn't work. So I'm kind of stoked that the only issues I had with these today was that the field of view is not wide enough, but I think I've mitigated that with 4K 120 Super View. But we'll find out tomorrow, although the conditions aren't looking great for surfboarding. It's actually looking lousy, but I probably still will go out because I am working again on Monday. I've been working a lot this week. I got a big road trip coming. Did you guys know about that? Yeah, the conditions are shit tomorrow. 0.3 to point. Actually, you know what? That's often lies. The wind is good. The wind is offshore, but it's 0.3. Dude, it's changed. Sorry, that's changed again. It's 0 to 0.3. 0.3 to 0.6 of a meter is fine, but 0 to 0.3 ain't so great. Let me put these back up here. Yeah, so got a lot of work coming up and the road trip's coming up. Perfect. Thank you, Comtech. And by the way, I got news about my chat overlay that I'm busy working with in any of my spare time. I'm coming home, and I was coding until after midnight one night, and that was dumb because I had to get up at 5 and whatever. But anyway, I've got Velora almost finished, like the integration of Velora in the back end and front end, all done. And then I get to this point where it says your free trial on Railway has concluded. Either drop back down to a limited trial or go up to a hobby plan. And I have this particular requirement in my code that is going to not be suitable for the hobby plan. No, I was wrong. The free tier is not applicable, but the hobby plan is. But the blessing of AI, I asked it, is there another way to do this aside from Railway? Bearing in mind I have a Cloudflare account. And it said, yes, you can use Cloudflare Worker in conjunction with a durable object. Yeah, a durable object. And they're free. And for what you do, WebSocket plus API into a chat overlay, this is going to be fine. So I'm now at that point, and I took a copy of my code and called it final Railway deployment. And then I copied it and said first Cloudflare deployment, because I know for a fact it's not going to work. Like I know that 100%. I'm going to go to deploy that through Cloudflare and use all their backend and all this. It's just not going to work. There's going to be roadblocks. So when it comes time to, if I need to go back, I can go back into the Railway deployment and look at what I've done there and or what the ChatGPT or what Copilot has done for me. And I will say this, even though we're not going to talk about this too much, but I will say that deploying or vibe coding is what they refer to it as, vibe coding. I didn't know that's what I was doing, but apparently if you use AI and you have the idea, but you lack the skill set to write the code, so you then give an AI agent, you give them general English terms to do the thing. So I say, I need to have a chat overlay that's on an opaque background that I can scale for this and that and blah. It's got to go in OBS and it's also got to go into Go Lightstream. And then I want a version of it that's got a black background that's going to be on my computer. And I also want to be able to maybe later on down the track let other users use it. All this stuff, you tell the AI agent and it gives you the language and the code back. That is apparently vibe coding. And what I've discovered in the last 3 weeks, vibe coding is only as good as the command that you give the agent. And so my knowledge is relatively solid. Like I know that there are files that relate to other files. I know that there's a back end, there's a front end, and I know that there's, JavaScript that pulls in cascading style sheets that then makes the thing look pretty. And I get how they all link and relate. Where I struggled was that in Railway in particular, Railway only builds, and Railway will deploy from anywhere, but it will only build from the root folder. And they're always looking for these config files in the root. And it sounds easy, but it's not, because often you'll have more than one overlay. So what Comptech just did before when he redeemed perfect, when we had that in Botrix, which is through Kik, if you redeemed that channel point, you would also have an alert come up on the screen. So I've got that in Velora now. The way I did it was by having one front end and a second front end. So 2 overlays that can be basically put on top of each other. They're both opaque. One of them is only for the overlays, the alerts, the images that come with the alert, and the other is for the banner Comptech redeemed perfect. And I got that working. And that was actually pretty straightforward. To get that working now in Cloudflare may not be. I understand I'm not using the configs and I'm not using the VT and it's all going to be different. But anyway, why am I telling you all this? I tell you why I'm telling it to you, because I'm psyched for it, because it's working so well. And I've been teaching myself this. So I've put aside my music project And any of my free time, when I'm not working or watching the freaking World Cup, because that thing's taken a lot of my time, I'll be up here coding, and it's getting closer. Once Valora's done, I've done Blaze and I've done YouTube already. I turned them both off in the back end, put up this dummy file that says don't touch this, leave it in place. I know that when we do the whole thing in Cloudflare, I can just change that dummy and those two will come back on. Of course, I'm going to add Kick, I'm going to add Beam, and I'm going to add Pilled. And then I'll go through and add some smaller platforms, Arena and Twitch and the other ones that I don't really use. But the basic of it will be there. Oh, I did text-to-speech as well. Text-to-speech works. In all of Valora works. Like, what a beautiful group of people. That comes up now, Audible. That's going to be on the stream when we IRL. It's getting there. It's getting there. Now, look, I've waffled on. I want to show you my surfing clip from today. And when we come back, we'll have the Tipsy Panda here to talk tech and traveling Europe. If you've got questions that you want to ask him, get them ready. We'll meet him in a moment. This clip goes for about 4.5 minutes. And if we're not back in time, you will see a blowfly. I was going to say blowfish. Blowfish. You'll see a blowfly doing aerobics on a piece of styrofoam.
Good morning. GoPro Mission 1 Pro by 2. I guess this is going to be a little test. First of all, I'm not surfing very well, so forget all the surfing. Let's just focus on the GoPros. GoPro have suggested that the floaty for the 13 does not fit the Mission 1 Pro, and it does, but it also doesn't. So what I've done to make it fit, I took a Stanley knife or a box cutter and sliced off some parts and shoved it in. Excuse me. Forget that, close out. Yeah, I shoved it in after cutting off a few pieces. Now that obviously makes the thing less buoyant. So the question is, the Mission 1 Pro is heavier than the 13. After you've cut some of the foam off, will this thing still float? So how about we find out? I'm a little frightened to do this. Oh, shit. Uh-oh! Can you see that? Hasn't floated yet. Hasn't floated, hasn't surfaced yet. There it is. Wow, that took a long time to come back to the surface. So the answer to the test is yes, it does float, but not as well. So if you get a hefty wipeout in whitewater, you might want to wait a while and just keep an eye on where you left it last. You will see it, but you'll stay a long time.
right, folks, here we are. Shaylin, how you going, man?
Good, thanks, mate. How are you?
I'm well. Pull in a little closer to the mic just so that we get your vocals. It's
Yeah.
nice to have you here, man. This is cool. Yeah, welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for having me, mate. It's been,
Well-
long time since I've been in Australia.
Yeah, we'll get into that. I was just saying to Zalian before that my chat, yo, B-Nuts, how you doing, B-Nuts? My chat is very quiet today, so if no one's got questions, I'll just ask my questions that I had, because I got a small list that I prepared.
Yeah, right, yeah.
But first of all, we loved watching your content here on my channel.
Thank you very much, yeah.
Baxter is sitting behind us there on the bed. He got me into your content, and he just kind of said, "Oh, my friend from school," because you guys went to primary school, right?
Yeah, primary school together, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, he said, my friend from primary school's traveling and doing some content. And I was like, no way, man. Hit me up with that. So we went over and found the Tipsy Panda. That is the channel there. You guys in the chat or in the replay will know we watched pretty much, I think we watched everything you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a signed in account. I just use a different browser. But if you looked at my personal channel, you would see that all of these have been red, like the red bar. And so I guess the first question I have for you, and this was the question that kind of we all kind of came up with it while watching, is you were doing this more so for like a documentation, right?
Yeah, I figured just when I'm older, like this was probably more of a once in a lifetime opportunity to go through all these countries, and I thought, well, I got to have some documentation of it somewhere, so I may as well film it all. And some of the stuff I didn't film, I got a bit slack with it sometimes, but it's good to just have a sort of diary in video form, and it's so much easier to just talk to a camera than writing it all down. So I thought, just do it for memories. Let my mates know what I'm up to, and yeah.
You think it's easier to do it than write it? Like,
Yeah, well, I'm not exactly big with paper and pen,
Me
and
either.
I wouldn't be able to read my own handwriting.
same with me, man. My handwriting is horrible. Like,
Yeah.
it hurts me to write. Like, if
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go for too long, I can't. Like, it physically hurts.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and did you just rock with one GoPro, or was that like a?
I had the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, but it was pretty cumbersome to just keep getting out, and so I actually switched over to the DJI Osmo Action 3.
Okay. Yeah.
Or Action 4, I think.
Yep.
So nothing top of the line. I think the most expensive one I had was
That's a little small on a
on a stick. Yeah,
selfie
essentially a GoPro.
stick. Yeah, but it's one unit, isn't it?
but it's one unit, yeah.
Yeah.
So just stick it on a selfie stick, and it was actually quite easy to set up and just go straight into it.
Yep.
So that was quite nice.
So when you were making the videos, had you done that before leaving Australia, or did you just start when you, like, on that first leaving Australia one?
Yeah, I'd never made a video at all.
Wow.
Never posted anything to YouTube anymore. So I just thought, well, just stick it into DaVinci and put all the clips together.
Yeah.
I don't really
DaVinci
need to,
Resolve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DaVinci Resolve. I don't really need to make it very, likable. I'm not expecting anyone to watch it.
Yeah.
I knew a few of my mates would tune in for the
Yeah.
first couple episodes, and then never again. But just sort of do it on
went
the
for
fly.
Did anyone? Because some of my guys were going to come over there and sub and comment. I don't know if anyone did. Did you get any random weird handles that?
I got a few, yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely good. It's definitely good to have people come and watch and see how it is.
They're probably from me.
Yeah, that's great.
Some weirdos. Okay, so that's tech. What about, like, people often have trouble doing it in public, like vlogging in public? You didn't. At first, I saw a couple of times when you would sort of hold it down.
Yeah.
The old, I'm doing it down. So
Yeah,
no one can
yeah,
see. And
mate,
then
yeah.
later on, you were up going, I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean, it got me a bit of time, just sort of like, yeah, what if these people see? What if these people judge? But I figured, well, I don't live in Europe, so
Yeah.
like,
Who cares?
no one's gonna ever see me again. So why not just have don't care what everyone thinks?
Yeah,
so
yeah. Totes.
it's like just having it down low. It's like if I'm in a museum, I don't want to have it go up, like disturb other people.
Yeah.
But if I'm outdoors, I can just do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's what I've always thought too. Like, I genuinely don't care what people think. But then when I'd go up to Lake Janali with Baxter and Claudia, they'd be like, Uncle Benny, are you I remember one time Claudia was like, are you really going to walk across the street vlogging?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, who cares? And like,
Janali's
we care.
nice.
We live here.
Yeah.
I don't care. But no, I did notice that you got more cozy with it, and I thought that was cool. That was kind of fun to watch from a viewer's point of view, because the first upload and then a couple other ones, you looked a little bit awkward, but it looked like you were keen to do it, but you were just getting through that sort of initial, you know.
It was weird talking to a camera and not having anyone talk back. I think that was right.
Yeah.
And I really sort of fell into it when I had someone on camera with me, and I could like sort of have a bit of a conversation with someone, and then just have someone like just the camera as a third person watching in. So it really felt good when I had someone with me. Did
anybody say, I don't want to be on camera? Like people?
No, not really. It was just people. I just said it's just for memories. It's go on YouTube, and if you don't want to be on it, then that's okay. I'll just edit it out. Like,
Yep. What was one of the hardest parts of traveling and vlogging?
Batteries. I had to have 2 power banks simultaneously, just sort of one in the hostel, always charging.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't get stolen. And then one in my backpack at all times. I had to make sure I had USB-C for everything.
Yeah.
So I could only have to have one cable for everything, which was good.
Smart. Yep.
Just sort of sometimes you were restricted as to where you can vlog and where you can't vlog.
Like at certain like memorial sites and stuff.
Certain memorial sites as well, like in the Holocaust Museum. You definitely can't vlog in there.
Yeah.
Also some other places like in clubs when you're going out late at night, as well as when you're just some places just not appropriate to vlog.
Yeah. Like in hostels and stuff too. Like let's say you're in the kitchen and you want to cook up, because you did a lot of food on your channel, which I thought was great. People might be like, hey man, I'm just cooking up my own dinner here. I don't want to be on anyone's camera, sort of thing.
Yeah.
With the food stuff, I noticed, and we were joking about this too a lot of times. We were like, you kept comparing it back to Australian prices.
Yeah.
It's like, the tourist always does that. They're like, man, this is costing me so much money because it's not like the dollar amount. Yeah. Yo, B nuts. Thanks, man. I'm close to work, going to work. It's 8 a.m. in Germany. Have a good stream. Thanks, man. Thanks for swinging by. B nuts. Yeah. So you at some point you did work though over there, right? Like you did stop in the Netherlands for a while, set up. Have you got family there or something?
Yeah, I've got family over there. So I kind of used the Netherlands as my base. So it was meant to be split up into 3 trips. So first trip into Iceland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. All of that, right? Yeah. And then the second trip would have been England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales.
Yeah.
And then the third trip would have been just probably South Europe. And I didn't get to that actually.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So did you do any work then, like in Amsterdam or in
the Netherlands? During my traveling portion, no. But now that I've settled down in the Netherlands, I do have work. Yeah.
So you're living there now?
Yeah, I'm living there now.
So you're back in Australia just to visit?
Just for a visit, yeah.
Okay,
just for three weeks or so.
Okay, then the question I have then is, what's the future of the channel? Like, are you going to do anything more?
Well, I still have quite a lot of video content to put out there, and I think it's important for me to get around to that eventually. I've put it all on a USB stick and it'll get done eventually.
Yeah.
But I think more important, I've just got to balance work, life, school.
Other priorities.
Yeah. And, when maybe I move place or another big event in my life, and then I'll maybe vlog that again.
Yeah.
Just good to have memories. But I also do, photos on phone and videos on phone and stuff.
The people that appear in the content, like you can see Stockholm right there. Are you still like in touch with these guys, and you can hang out with them later on and like maybe go back and create more content? Because you met them in hostels, right? So these were travelers as well. Yeah.
So this guy from Stockholm, Artem, he actually studies in China right now. So I probably won't see him for a bit, but I did meet up with him in Estonia.
Yep.
The guy that you see in the Tallinn vlog, he actually lives in the Netherlands as well. So we hang out quite often, maybe at least one time a month.
Yeah.
And just keeping up with his life. He keeps up with my life, and it's just really nice.
So you made good friends out of it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Look, your thumbnails, like, they're not really thumbnails, are they? You just didn't bother with that?
No.
Was that a conscious decision? Like,
I mean, at some point it was just me crammed into a tiny hostel cubicle trying to edit these videos, and I thought, I'm just putting effort into this, and if it's just for memories, then
who cares?
I don't. Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree, and I've fallen into the trap of just using AI to generate them because I just don't care. But that's a different story, I guess. But yeah, man, I think I'm stoked that you did it, and like I don't know, like do you have any more like I don't know? We're sitting here on a live stream. Did you ever think maybe you wanted to do a live feed from over there, or?
Thing is, I hadn't made any Dutch friends yet, so all of my friends would have been here, and so the time difference is kind of crazy. I would have to do live streams at maybe like 2 a.m. to get any sort of response out of my friends here. So I would have loved to do live streams because my camera can do live streams, but I think it would have been a bit futile in the
viewerships and stuff. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Baxter, did you watch content when?
Yeah, I watched the first few, then I stopped.
Yeah, lovely.
That's what friends are for. Hey?
Yeah, no, I watched that.
It's like I'm doing something cool, man. I'll check it out. And then like I'm bored of it.
Yeah.
It's a shame that no one in my chat's asking any questions because like I know that there will be questions that people want to ask, but I've exhausted my questions, and I just want to thank you for doing it. Like it was rad to watch. And thanks Baxter for telling me about it. Like it was cool to be a part of it, and we brought it out to my stream, and my guys loved it. And yeah, so whatever you do from here, if it goes up on that channel, we'll know about it, and we'll watch and comment. So.
Yeah, no worries. Cheers. Thank you for having me on.
If anyone else does ask a question, I'll hit you up because they're here for the night, and we'll hang out. And Yo Netsky says, was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Absolutely. I think I spent quite a lot of money during my trip. I saved up quite a lot of money, and I actually probably spent maybe about the better part of 20,000 Australian.
Just on the content, or do you mean
no, just on the trip itself.
Yeah.
If it was worth it, yeah. I mean, it's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Like a lot of my mates are now doing uni. They're stuck down. They can't get out and actually do those 3 months of travel.
Yeah.
Or like for a longer period of time.
Yep.
You know, then you finish uni, you need to get a job, and then, you know, the pressure's on to get a job. So you can't be doing traveling then you get a job, then you get a wife and kids, you settle down, and then it's not the same experience anymore. And you're not going to meet like-minded individuals.
Exactly,
out there.
yeah. Comptech says, thanks for coming. Donate a panda? Is this a live? Yes, this is live. Netskis, that's great, bro. We enjoyed your content. That's what I was going to ask you. So initially when we started watching it, and Baxter clarified this later on, I thought that you were like being funded by your parents, but then Baxter said he doesn't have parents and
what?
No. Sorry, you're adopted.
Yeah.
That wasn't the words he chose. I chose to say that badly.
Yeah.
But he said, no, Jalen, fuck, I keep wanting to say your name wrong. Shaylen saved up by working his guts out.
Yeah.
So, dude, when I heard that, I was like, no way, you saved all your own money. You're not. No one's bankrolling it.
No.
You're doing it all yourself.
Yeah.
Dude, as a young person, that's commendable. Hey,
I was working 4 jobs at one point, just trying to save up as much money. I sold my car. I sold almost everything valuable that I had to try and save up to go over there.
That's right, dude.
I think I was working like every day of the week, full hours.
Yeah. How long did you like head down?
Well, I already had some savings from just my normal job at coaching, so that was quite a long period of just building up capital to go on this trip.
Yeah.
And then when I realized I was going overseas, it was just sort of the whole summer just slugging a lawnmower around, to be honest. Really.
Everything, like any job.
Any job I could get, I was doing, yeah.
Damn, dude. That's amazing, yeah. Like, props for you for doing that. And that's the only way to do it, really, because if, like, I don't know, like, then you appreciate it more when it's coming out of your pocket, whereas if someone was bankrolling it and just saying, oh, stay for another month, here's another $5,000, it's like, no, man, yeah.
And it definitely does change the way some of your experiences are. Like, for example, I could have gone like husky riding in Norway or done the Northern Lights experience. But in the end of the day, like when you're spending $1,000 to do husky riding, like, yeah, you're only going to be there once, but it's, yeah.
I think I know what you're saying. Like those kind of package tours and whatever, they're more angled at like, I don't know, your family tourist. And like if you go to a hostel and then like go to a pub or a club and meet someone and they're like, hey man, I'm thinking about doing, and then you go with them and do that. That's way more like, yeah, I don't know, like something that there's two different ways of traveling. Like there's the easy way and then there's the more exciting, more, that leads to better experiences, I think. Because I've kind of, I mean, I've been traveling in, I don't know, like the way you look at it, but I've been moving around a lot and I've never done that full package travel deal tour thing. I just don't want to do it. Like, yeah. That opened up the other question I had was, what was your favorite upload? Do you have one from the ones that you?
I think there's one where I went to in Lithuania. My Lithuanian vlog I liked quite a lot. I think it was Vilnius, because that was when I met
here, this one here.
Yeah. I think it was when I met some really great lads. And you know, it's just you meet so many different people in so many different ways. It's like you can meet them. I remember meeting one group of lads in Scotland, just standing next to them on the at the urinals, and they were like, "Do you want to come out with us? Come to the party. I'll show you around Scotland. Show you around the main drag in Glasgow." And I thought, yeah, why not? And then you meet other people in hostels, and it's so great. And then you meet some other people online, they're nearby in location, and you know, you got like an app that tells you if you book with Hostel World, they'll tell you who's up and who's around, who wants to go out
that's
and
cool.
party.
It's a bit of a social edge to the booking. You book in a hostel and it tells you who's there at the hostel. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Wow. Those speaking of urinals, do they still have those ones in Amsterdam in the street?
Unfortunately, yeah. I'm lucky enough to actually settle down in The Hague, which is close to Amsterdam. So I am in Amsterdam quite a few weekends.
Give that man a jack. Do you want a drink, man? I mean,
no, I'm all good. Thank you. I'm all good. The urinals do just go into the street sometimes.
It all runs into the canals, doesn't it?
Yeah. So I'm not too keen on taking a dip into the canals.
Hell no.
It's quite. I actually quite like Amsterdam as a city. It's a pity they don't really speak Dutch there. It's quite overrun with tourists. And,
So do you speak a little Dutch then?
Yeah, I do speak a little bit of Dutch. My Dutch is coming along quite nicely.
Wow.
But in Amsterdam, I think there's so many people, it's so hard to try and speak Dutch to people there. Yeah. Because a lot of the shop owners and people there speak English. Just to cater to all of the tourism. And quite often you find that if you try to speak Dutch to them, they actually just don't know the language.
So would you rather speak Dutch, or would you rather try to learn the language? I guess you know that you live there, you've made that decision. But just as a tourist, would you try to speak the language as well? Like people always learn hello and goodbye and thank you.
Yeah. Well, you try and learn the basic stuff, but I think as a tourist, it's not that important. It just does get a bit annoying if, you know, you're having to speak not your native language in your native place. Like, It just whittles people down a bit.
I know what you mean. Like you feel, you kind of feel guilty expecting everyone to just to speak English. I feel like it's like almost a bit of respect that you're there. You know, I want to try your local delicacies, so therefore also want to talk to you in your local language. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, rad, man. All right, well, look, I'll let you go because you're here to see Baxter, but we're going to hang out tonight, and I'll probably have more questions. But
no worries, perfect. If you have any questions, mate, just call me back in, and I'm happy to jump on stream again. Yeah, cool. All right, thanks, man. Good to see you. Thank you very much. Yes, nice. Thank you, Baxter. Bye. All right, folks, there you go. I'm sorry that not sorry, but I'm interested that not interested. What's the word? I'm upset that there was no one really here to hit him with questions. I thought the idea of doing it live was that we'd do it live, but that was cool. I learned. I think that was good content. Thank you, Neskis. I think what I really wanted to hit home is that I had a lot of respect for him doing that because, first of all, a lot of young people don't travel. Like they just don't break out of their comfort zone. A lot of people will only do it if they do those package tours we talked about. Like they go, 2 weeks in New Zealand going on a skiing trip or whatever. And that's it. That's their travel. This kid saved up
slogged his guts out, saving his money to go basically one way essentially and just travel Europe. And he did it, and he chose to document it. So like, I don't know, like that gets props in my mind. Like I think that deserves, yeah, it's a little bit off center, which is how I like to be. A lot off center, more than that. But yeah, it's a shame that you guys weren't here to ask questions, but there it is. It is what it is. I enjoyed having the chat, and I'm going to chat more to him later on. We're going to all have dinner together. I'm probably going to keep this stream somewhat limited today. What is it? We've only been live about an hour. But what I'll do is I will go and get our homebrew, and we'll come back in, and we've got a whole bunch of links to watch if we want. We can hang out or we can chat. I always say that foregoing, what do I always say? I say something, I can't remember what it is. It's probably not that important. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab myself a homebrew. That was a good interview. Thank you, Comtech. That's what I was going to say. Not the thing I'd forgotten that I was going to say, but in general, if I could do YouTube over again, I would do more interviews. And I'll say this, if I lived in a more of a, let's say, a populous area, like with more people around, I would interview people on the street. I'd love to have a setup like this that's portable, that you can just park up on a street corner and say, hey, you got 20 minutes? You want to sit down and have a chat? I don't even know you, but I'm sure you got something to say. Sit down. Like we just did there. We know this guy, but how cool would it be? My fantasy in the fantasy world would be, imagine having access to a studio in the heart of Sydney, like say Pitt Street Mall or something. In one of those old rundown buildings, you've got a studio. And all you do is go out into the mall with a sign up and you say, anybody want to come and have a chat live to the internet? And you take someone inside and you sit down with them and you just talk. And you talk and you talk and you talk. I thought that would be pretty cool. I don't think it'll ever happen. But if I could do my YouTube again, I'd probably angle it more towards, this isn't really set up for two people. Like I'm pushing myself right over there and had to take the chat off the screen, which is fine, but I'll put it back up. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's not really set up for two people, but it is what it is. And eating dinner, extended stream is good. Well, I'll stick around for a while. I'll grab myself a homebrew and I'll be right back. And you can enjoy the GoPro Mission 1 Pro surfing clip from today, wide vision, 240 frames a second, 4K, delivered in 4K 60.
Good morning. GoPro Mission 1 Pro by 2. I guess this is going to be a little test. First of all, I'm not surfing very well, so forget all the surfing. Let's just focus on the GoPros. GoPro have suggested that the floaty for the 13 does not fit the Mission 1 Pro, and it does, but it also doesn't. So what I've done to make it fit, I took a Stanley knife or a box cutter and sliced off some parts and shoved it in. Excuse me. forget that, close out. Yeah, I shoved it in after cutting off a few pieces. Now that obviously makes the thing less buoyant. So the question is, the Mission 1 Pro's heavier than the 13. After you've cut some of the foam off, will this thing still float? So how about we find out? I'm a little frightened to do this. Oh, shit. Uh-oh! Can you see that? Hasn't floated yet. Hasn't floated, hasn't surfaced yet. There it is. Wow, that took a long time to come back to the surface. So the answer to the test is yes, it does float, but not as well. So if you get a hefty wipeout in whitewater, you might want to wait a while and just keep an eye on where you left it last. You will see it, but you'll stay a long time.
All right. Make sure no signs saying no X-rated. You might get some damn funny stuff. Make sure there are no signs saying no X-rated. What if I wanted it X-rated? What if you wanted to encourage that? By the way, I think I got sunburn. Cut the camera exactly as I said the sunburn word. I think I got sunburn today out there, but I wore cream, but my face feels hot. That's right. Yeah, my face feels warm. Let's not use the hot word. It's cold though. This morning, 6 degrees is Celsius. 6 degrees Celsius. It's so cold on the sand, I'm wearing thongs down to the water's edge. That's right. Thongses to the water's edge. You big fat wuss! Exclamation, no. By the way, there will be a way for me to... Actually, I don't want to say that until I'm confident. Rewind, just pretend I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say a thing. I didn't say anything. I didn't. I did not hit her. It wasn't... I did not. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. I did not hit her. What is that one? The exact phrasing of that is... I've got a few new audio drops there for you yahoos. This one.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not.
Oh, hi,
Oh,
Mark.
hi, Mark.
I did not. Yo, Comtech, thank you for the Porskies. I did not hit her. It's bullshit. I didn't. What is it again? I did not hit her. I did not hit her.
I did not hit her. It's not true.
It's not true. It's
Bullshit.
bullshit.
I did not
I did
hit
not-
her.
I did not hit
I
her.
did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's bullshit. What is it again?
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. It's smash the bottle. Oh, hi, Mark. The real America. Thousands of Europeans thought America was dying. Then they saw the real USA. Now, does this include any spoilers for the World Cup? Because I don't want to know a thing about the game. I'm trying to do this, okay? It's now July 11. The final of the World Cup is played on the 21st of July skis at about 4 a.m., I think, in Australia. From now until well and truly after that date, I am not touching social media because...
We can't blame anybody else but ourselves.
This is true. We cannot. We cannot blame anybody else but ourselves. That's Captain RG3 admitting defeat. So there are 48 teams playing in the World Cup football. That means after game 24, so the host nation Mexico kicked off the tournament. So first game was Mexico. So if you see Mexico play again, that means you've watched, and I'm watching all the games in the way that they were broadcast, aside from the Aussie ones, because I watched those live. So all of the games, what I'm saying is I've just seen Mexico play for the second time. So that means I'm 2/3 of the way through the group phase. No, 1/3, not 2, 1/3. So what I'm saying in total, I've watched 24 games minus the Aussie ones, 26 or so with the Aussie ones. There's 115 games all up, 118 games to be played. And I'm only watching a game a day. Not even, sometimes I only watch half a game a day due to work and commitments and whatnot. So what I'm saying is I don't want to know anything. I don't want to see any result. I want it to happen live, but live on my time. And so once the final has been played on the 21st, and I know that the semifinals and quarterfinals and all that happening right now, I've closed Facebook off my, not deleted, but I've closed Facebook off my tabs here on my M5, and I'm exercising the realistic approach to not touch a social media app such as Twitter or Facebook until I've watched all the games play. Yo, Jacob on Nemo. Jacob? Is that a real person, Jacob? Which city do you like the best? That could be, I feel like that's an elaborate troll. You're not quite getting me there. Because that's in reference to city, not... I thought you were referring to which team do you like the best. Yeah, I'm implementing the policy of being able to not look at social media out of my own free will. Now, I know someone that had to install an app blocker on her phone. She was too addicted to the dopamine hits from social media doom scrolling that she had to install an app that would effectively block her from accessing those apps during certain times of the day. Which I find, if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. I have control of myself. I don't need to do that. And I've already done it today. The first day, Normally when I'm taking a dump, I'm looking through Twitter, right? I'm scrolling through Twitter, usually for crypto news. Today I'm like, no, not looking at it, not looking at it, didn't look at it, didn't open up Facebook, didn't look at it. I see notifications. Check this out. 6 of them. 6 of them, they're going to stay. I'm going to, hey, every day, ask me how many notifications I've got on Facebook and I'll show it to you. Same again. 6 of them. 6 notifications. Not getting any less. I've got the free will to do it if I want. What? My will is free. My power is me. My will is free. My power is me. I don't need no app to block me out of my own phone. I'm a strong individual. Let's have a look.
If you want to hate America, watch the news.
Is this AI?
If you want to love America, drive across it. This quote is becoming symbolic.
I can't watch it. Who? Sorry. I can't watch this AI-generated garbage, man. I cannot. I did not watch it. Made with AI. Straight away, I delete you. I cannot.
Sometimes it takes an out.
I cannot watch AI-generated content. It's bullshit. I did not watch it. I will not. This is not, though.
Sometimes it takes an outsider to make you grateful for what you've got. And what we've got is a reflecting pool built in 1922 on the very ground where freed slaves marched. It's part of the Lincoln Memorial, you know, the most sacred monument of the Republic, where Martin Luther King told America about his dream, where veterans of every war this nation has ever fought have stood at the water's edge. That pool is America's mirror. We look in it.
What a story,
and we
Mark.
love what we see. We're looking at ourselves, our history, our heritage. And the left hates everything they see. They want it broken and murky.
What?
They don't want it to reflect the
You're talking about a pool of water, dude. Calm your tits.
greatness of the nation. They don't believe America was ever great. And they don't believe we can make America great again. Since Trump came back in power, 48 monuments repaired, 23 fountains restored.
Oh, is this in retaliation to the lousy job Trump did of retiling the pool or recovering the pool or something?
1,000 graffiti sites scrubbed clean after decades of neglect. He believes this country deserves big, beautiful things. Public works that honor our accomplishments and our ambitions. Grand public spaces and their maintenance tell a people that they deserve excellence. And a government that respects its people enough to show them that they're worthy of shared spaces of beauty. We shouldn't need foreigners to remind America who we are. And vandals will never be able to damage the American identity. Here's some photographs from this morning of the reflecting pool. The algae's been removed, water's clean, and we hope it stays that way. Actor Kelsey Grammer joins us now. How you doing, Kelsey?
I'm good, Jesse. How are you?
Doing
I like
great.
the monologue.
Thank you
Nice
very
touch.
much.
I didn't.
Very nice, man.
I thought it was lame. You're talking about a reflecting pool of water. Come on, man.
So why can't we have nice things?
Well, we can, and most Americans understand that we can and should. There is
Shut down.
a virus that has infected a very small number of people, I think, who just want to tear things down. They've been consumed by hatred, and of course, hatred ends up basically destroying.
So if I understand correctly, this is in response to Trump relined the pool and used some pretty lousy equipment, and it grew algae immediately, right? This big bloom of green algae. So some tradesman just used the wrong shit, right? It wasn't vandaled, if I understand correctly. It was just the wrong equipment was used. Is that right? The wrong equipment was used, and now we're having to hear all this. The pool reflects us.
And you, so they're welcome to it. I pray for them. I pray for everyone to find a decent sentiment in their hearts about this country and about the people who run it these days, and about those who love it, because it's worth loving, and it's great that we're being given this chance to see it in the eyes of so many of our European fellows and South American fellows, and that this whole idea of out of many we are one is one of the greatest things in the world. It's by definition diverse.
Oh, by the way, just a side note, I forgot to say this before. After I was talking about the World Cup and how I'm watching it and how I'm not going to get spoiled, if you do spoil anything, immediate ban. No excuses. I'll ban you. The warning is now. Do not spoil the World Cup, otherwise you get banned. Harsh, yes. Don't do it.
Nation. But we have a unifying concept that everybody's worth reaching for the moon, and America will help you do it.
And we've not just reached for it. I mean, we just took a trip around the dark side. And now we're back and we're going bigger than ever before. As well said, Kelsey, do you have World Cup fever? I'm not even a soccer guy.
I'm going to skip past the World Cup fever.
And I thought, that might be a tough hill to climb. And so I averted my eyes, honestly, because I think I'm a bit of a jinx. But I quite happily heard at the end of it all that it was We'll see what happens.
Wait, Kelsey, why do you think you're a jinx?
I don't know. I'm a Miami Dolphin fan. So,
okay,
it's
maybe you are.
Disaster for me for years. You get it. Yeah, right.
I get it.
Okay, so they're talking about Americans watching the game. Fine. Now, James and Sienna. So what is your bet on who will win, Gives? That's an interesting question. I don't know if I'd bet on it, but I'll tell you what. Okay, I'll tell you who I like. Now, unfortunately, I already know Germany's out. How did that leak? Someone told me that, or somehow I might have been Baxter that told me. So I was going for Australia. At some point I was like, yeah, we got a chance. Everyone's got a chance, but our chance is very slim, but then Australia, we know they got knocked out. Then I heard Germany. So my second preference was for Germany. So the two teams that I was actually, I'm going to use the word rooting for. Seems so strange to say that. The two teams I was rooting for, Australia and then Germany, both of them are out. So other teams, because I've watched all of the teams play so far, I really like, who am I watching right now? Morocco. Morocco are giving Scotland a good flogging right now. I really like Morocco. I think they're great. Is Argentina still in it? Well, everyone's still in it. As far as I know, because I'm only up to game 25, everyone's still in it except for Australia, because I did go ahead and watch those live, and because I know somehow I know that Germany's out. So Argentina is still in it. Unless they're not, which I don't, it's July 11. I don't know. I'm not up to date. There's too many games, right? Every time I go to, on my phone, I can't show it to you because it doesn't matter, but I take a photo of my television with each Match Hub full game, and every time I go there, there's like 5 new games. So I've got these photos with all these games I've got to watch, and yeah, it's never ending. If World Cup football is only once every 4 years, and they cram all these games in. It's like 100. Hey Siri, how many games in total in the World Cup FIFA 2026?
Here are the results from the FIFA World Cup.
Shut up! No results, no results. Hey Siri, cancel. Hey Siri, cancel. It was going to tell me the fucking results. Okay, clip this shit. Hey Siri, how many games are there in total in the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Here are the results.
No. Hey Siri, cancel. Do not tell me results. I did not ask you for results. Are you seriously going to tell me results? I didn't use that word once. I said, how many games in total? Hey Siri, how many games in total are being played at the FIFA World Cup 2026? Now you're not going to answer? Hey Siri, How many games in total are being played at the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Here are the results from the FIFA World Cup.
Hey Siri, cancel. Do not tell me the results to the game. This is the dumbest smart speaker. You know what? I'm going to make a recording of this. I'm going to do this. We've done this before. How do I do it? I've got a little okay. Bear with me, chat. I'm doing this live. Hello, the internet. It is Saturday, the 11th of July, 2026. You want to know how dumb Siri is? Get this. Hey Siri, how many games in total are being played at the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Here are the results from the FIFA World Cup.
No. Hey Siri, cancel. I do not want to hear any results. I just want to know how many games in total are being played. It's a very big tournament. I'm very far behind. I know that they're in the quarterfinals. I'm watching it at my own speed, and I want to know how many. I've watched 26 games. I want to know how many in total until I get to the quarterfinals. I don't want to know any results. I don't want to be spoiled. But yet you hear this dumb smart speaker. I'll do it again for you. Hey Siri, how many games in total are being played at the FIFA 2026 World Cup?
I found some web results. I can show them if you ask again from your iPhone.
And now it defaults to that dumb palm it off to the phone technique? No. I want you to answer me. I want you to tell me the total. Just tell me the freaking number. Hey Siri, how many games in total are being played at the 2026 FIFA World Cup?
Here are the results from the FIFA
No. Hey Siri, cancel. I'm going to cancel my entire HomePod. Do you want it? If you want my HomePod, put a comment down below. Like, share, and subscribe. See you later. Wait, I'm still here? I pressed a button. Wait for it. I'll see you soon. Am I still here? That button's not doing anything. Wait for it. All right, we're back. Get rid of that stupid AI bot. Netsky says 104 games. I'm going to say Argentina will win. I don't care if I get it wrong. It's just a hinge. Right. Okay. Well, okay. So just as a heads up, nobody tell me any of that shit because now effectively you've told me that Argentina are still in it. So I don't want to know. And this is important to me. It's not really, but I'm going to kind of make it a thing. This is as important to me as protecting the identity of a previous relationship that I was in was. Meaning, at the time, it felt extremely important. Now, not so much. The cup is being played right now. This is important to me. Do not spoil it. Otherwise, I'll come in there and I'll strangle you. I may or may not do that. So these guys, British couple, we don't know. We watched these once before. We thought this channel was shit house.
Hello everybody, welcome back. We have made it to Miami. Welcome to Miami.
To Miami, bro. We're about to try Texas Roadhouse for the first time. It better be good.
GMCs, Fords, Chevrolets. One huge thing.
I don't know if I can watch this. I mean, look, this is not AI, but these guys are so cringe. Like the ultimate cringe.
About Miami. Right behind us is the biggest
right behind us
in the world. That's got a lot more flavour than the steaks do in the UK.
Really? I haven't missed a hurricane in 8 years. Jeez.
Why is that music so loud?
This is our first ever time.
You edited this and you chose to put that volume in?
I'm trying Cuban food. Big boys. What's your opinion on Cybertruck, James? Ooh.
Dip it in.
This is just the intro, right?
I think I'm gonna
you guys can see, we're about to try Texas Roadhouse for the first time. We've heard lots of people say this is really good.
I can't watch this. I can't. I'm not interested in these two. I can't. Sorry, I can't do that. Sorry. Clash of the Titans. Oh, two kangaroos standing off. This could be anywhere on the South Coast, right? Have a go, mate. Have a go, mate. Hold your camera still. Hey, third person's getting in on the act. Oh, he went in the water. Fuck. How long does this go for? Turn the other cheek. It's pretty funny watching them go for it, isn't it? Do you reckon they're playing, or is this legitimate, right? Where is this? This could be down Warragee way. Or it could be Minamara. Oh, ouchie mama. Oh, he clipped it with his foot, man. Did you see that? Ouchie mama. He clipped that bollard. Got really fucked up with that. That might have been what did him over. So he's still good here. He's bouncing up and his left foot doesn't quite clear the bollard. He could have broken an ankle there. Dang, dude. Ah, gee. Yeah. He got a punch in though. He got a punch. He still made connect. Hands on the chest. Damn, dude. These creatures are nasty, hey? He got that other one on the chest bad. And then he fucked up. And he got his balls too. He got balled. He's like, okay. That's when he's like, I'm tapping out. He should have tapped out right there. Damn. I wonder if there was a prior altercation. What is wrong with this person filming, man? Just stand still. Is that Dale versus Hendrick? That's too funny. It's not. No, they just. If it was Dale versus Hendrick, there'd be a lot of talk. You know, no action. That's pretty funny, man. By the way, is this even the two that started it though? I don't think it is. This is the one that came in, right? We'll skip forward and skip back a bit. But the initial blow. So who gets wet? This third guy watching from the distance is like, I'll have a crack at that. It's just an all-in brawl, hey? Like, the two that started it, Yeah, so this guy that hops away, he was the original assailant. And now the two that are involved are not part of the original. He's fighting the wrong dude. You got the wrong guy, man. And you're kicking him when he's down. This guy's down and you're still having to go. There's no dignity here, dude. Kangaroo goes down. One jumps away. He's out. The other one goes, "No, get up, man. I still want to go. Get up. Get up, man." So then these two punch on. That's too funny. It's the wrong kangaroo. What are you saying? We all look the same? That's animalistic. That's animalist. Oh, wow, that was cool. He's like, okay, you win. You're damn straight I do. They do make a noise. Telstra installing some fibre there. Nine years ago. No, many people can say how kangaroo sounds. I ended up jogging in the middle of a battle between two huge... 9 years ago, fair enough. It was a bad phone back then. Yeah, wow. Okay, that was cool, man. That was cool. What drives us? Official trailer. Is this a Foo Fighters thing? I don't like this band. I'm just saying.
All of the biggest bands in the world started out like this.
You got to get in the van if you want to make it in this business.
With peace and love.
Started out like this.
You got to get in the van if you want to make it in this business.
I wanted to be with people that wanted to make music, record, and get in a van and go experience the world.
We would hit the stage in between like those long drives, and when we were doing those van tours, it was us against the world.
It's the greatest thing you could ever do. I just felt like we were this like roaming band of gypsies. We show up and we rock you.
I've actually never toured in a van. It's okay. So can I go now?
Yes.
Did he just say that? I mean, Lars does cop a lot of... He cops a lot of taunting in the industry. And did he just say, I've never toured in a van? So when he says a van, I guess this is a documentary about like self-driven, small, you know, like what Tracer did for many years. Then you've got the Nightliner tours, which is the bigger buses. So he's never done the small buses is what he's saying.
I've actually never toured in a van. It's okay. So can I go now?
Yes.
Wow.
What happens in the van is the foundation of who we become.
You just can't find anything like pulling into a truck stop at 3 in the morning.
It creates this unique perspective that we all share.
You have to go through hell and high water, to put it lightly.
Am I willing to give up everything for this dream?
People just want to kill it.
That was Vancouver, right?
Water, to put it lightly.
I reckon that's coming into Vancouver. Yep. Fucking A, man. Whistler. The sign on the right. There's the sign towards the ferries. Dude, man, that's weird how I could spot that. I don't know exactly where that is, but I recognize roughly where that is.
That we all share.
You have to go through hell and high water, to put it lightly.
Am I willing to give up everything for this dream?
People just want to kill you for the color of your skin. It was crazy. You have to go till your throat's dead.
A lot of the attraction to doing this was the unknown. You were free.
Playing to an audience is like, it's some kind of other dimension.
So is this a documentary on touring as a rock band in a small van, or is it about touring in general? Because if it's about touring in a small van, I'm all about it.
We were attracting fans. People were shocked when they saw us.
You played clubs not until you didn't want to. You had to until you got good.
Yeah.
Music can change somebody, and it didn't in my case.
It's really important to find like your family. It might take a while, but it'll happen.
Why do you do this to yourself? Why do you punish yourself that much?
There is no pain when you're on stage. The pain comes during life.
The guys I was in the van with 20 years ago are still my band. And I don't know if they would be if we didn't have that experience together.
There's no guarantee that it will ever pay off. The reward has to be the experience.
I can gravitate to that. The reward is the experience, man. Some of the greatest memories from those Tracer tours, I mean, yeah, whether it be the Nightline tours we did or the smaller self-driven ones, they were both on the same scale of like memories that'll like literally be with me my entire life. Yeah, for sure. And then thankfully there's documented evidence of it. So it's shit, man.
That's what we are. We share our love through music.
Did you ever feel like giving up and going home?
Never. Never give up.
Okay. Get a screenshot of that. When does that come out? Hopefully after the World Cup. And by the way, I'll be on a road trip then, so I won't get to watch it. Out now. Okay, well, I can't watch it now because I'm watching 11 men chase a small ball around a field. What, are you saying there's anything wrong with that? I didn't say anything. What is this? How country roads will save the world. You kidding me?
A John Denver song from 1971 just united fans from Scotland, Australia, and the United States in the same week at the same World Cup. And nobody planned this. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why an old...
Now, does this include spoilers of the games?
Country song about West Virginia became the unofficial anthem of soccer fans who've never even set foot there. Here's what's happening right now, in June of 2026. The FIFA World Cup is being played across...
Okay, so he said June. It's now July, so this might not spoil shit. We're good.
The United States, Canada, and Mexico. And somehow, in stadiums, bars, and city streets, fans are breaking into Take Me Home, Country Roads. Not the national anthem, not a chant written specifically for soccer, but a 55-year-old country song.
It's a pretty good song, though.
Let's take a look at where this started, why it jumped from German football fields to American soccer crowds, and what it tells us about why old songs like this one still have so much power. Watch till the end because there's a moment involving a TV network that had to make a choice live on air, and what they chose to do says a lot. Let's start in Boston. Scotland's fans are known as the Tartan Army, and the Tartans travel. This year they came to the Boston area for Scotland's...
That's the game I'm watching right now, Scotland versus Morocco. Morocco are running them around like a nobody's business.
Match against Haiti played just outside the city at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Scotland won 1-0 on a John McGinn goal. Now here's why that mattered so much.
Oh, I've seen that game.
That was Scotland's first World Cup win since 1990, 36 years. So after the final whistle, the celebration didn't stay at the stadium. An estimated 20 to 30,000 Scottish fans had descended on Boston for this match.
Wait. That's not from 2026. That's the 1990 celebrations, surely.
They marched through the city.
No way. Look at the jog shuttle icon. That's pretty cool. That's a soccer ball. YouTube. What the hell? Have YouTube done that? What? That's the first I've seen that. YouTube changed, if you put up a video about FIFA World Cup, the jog shuttle becomes a soccer ball. I got to find that out. Let me ask, you know who I'm going to ask? Someone I don't really care for their answer too much. That's right. ChatGPT, yo, Ham Solo, how you doing on Pilled? I just watched a video on YouTube related to the World Cup football, and I noted that the YouTube scrub bar icon is a football. What? Huh? Is this a thing? Or did that creator somehow access the API? It's a thing, and it's one of YouTube's more fun little Easter eggs. What you saw is not something the creator has control over, nor is it an API feature that they can access. During major sporting events such as the World Cup by FIFA, YouTube will often replace the normal red scrubber dot with a themed icon. I've never seen this before. This is all news to me. For football soccer videos, it becomes a soccer ball. In the past, they've also done things like football during the World Cup. This is why AI is so dumb. You literally are talking about this, and then the very next thing you say is, in the past, they've done footballs during the World Cup. Fucking you idiot. Halloween-themed icons? Holiday winter themes? I mean, why not, eh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
An estimated 20 to 30,000 Scottish fans had descended on Boston for this match. They marched through the city. They packed into pubs. Some of them even ended up at Fenway Park, the home of the Red Sox, singing their hearts out. And the song they chose wasn't Scottish at all. It was America's very own John Denver song, Take Me Home.
Wait, he was playing that on the bagpipes? Take Me Home, Country Roads? The Scottish! Dude, I've got a great voice recording from Duncan the other day, and he does a pretty funny Scottish thing. I'm thinking about using it in something. Comptech, those guys look a little kilty. They do look a little kilted up, don't they? A little kilted.
Country Roads. Now, if you're
Now, what's the common theme here? Look in the crowd. Everyone's boozing. It's not about the song, it's about the booze.
Scratching your head wondering why a Scottish soccer crowd would pick a John Denver song, you're not alone. But it turns out this wasn't random at all. There's history here. European fans have loved this song for years, long before this World Cup, and that history is exactly where we're headed next. To understand why Scottish fans knew every word, you have to go back to Germany. Take Me Home, Country Roads became massively popular at Oktoberfest celebrations. It's the kind of song that's easy to sing, easy to remember, and it just feels good.
So it's easy for the dum-dums who are off their tits drunk on fucking wheat beer. They're in Munich, they're the beer house, off their tits drunk, and they're like, I can sing this in English as well as German.
In a crowd, there's camaraderie and charm there. After Oktoberfest, it crossed into football. German fans started singing it at matches. Then it crossed into the American NFL when they started playing games in Munich, Germany. Entire stadium.
What do you notice? Like I said, the common theme with every cut they cut to, the singers that are singing the song are all got drinks in their hands. They're celebrating a win at the World Cup and they're boozed up. It could be any song.
Of 60, 70,000 German fans would sing it together during American football games. Once a song like that takes hold in European football culture, it travels. Manchester United fans picked it up at Old Trafford. It became a fixture there. So by the time the 2026 World Cup rolled around, this wasn't some brand new trend. It was a song with deep roots in European fan culture, just waiting for the right moment to cross the Atlantic. And the moment it found was bigger than anyone expected. Because next, it showed up back on its own home soil, sung proudly by American fans. Now let's look at Seattle, Washington. The United States men's national team played Australia at Lumen Field with a spot in the knockout stage on the line.
And that's when, Don't spoil it, of course. Anybody that spoils it, I'll come in there and rip your esophagus out. I won't actually do that. America beat Australia. And then I thought, and I still think, America has a solid chance of taking this thing. I don't know where they are now. I don't know where they are. Netsky, I just finished doing 15 years of crypto tax. I'm so done. I need to stay low and rest for a couple of weeks. Yeah, take some time off, man. Maybe watch some World Cup football. I hear it's popping off.
The U.S. won 2-0. It was a huge result. It clinched the Americans a place in the next round, with a game still left to play in their group.
It's funny. I watched this game not live, but I did. No, I did. It was an Aussie game. I watched this game live, and I didn't hear this song at all. In the live broadcast, I did not hear anybody doing the Country Road song, unless it was there and they just didn't highlight it.
And as the celebration kicked in, something happened that Fox Sports actually caught live. The stadium speakers played Take Me Home, Country Roads, and the crowd didn't just listen, they sang it. All of it, at the top of their lungs. Fox Sports posted the clip themselves, calling it exactly what it was, the USMNT faithful serenading their team with Country Roads on American soil in front of a home crowd. Think about that for a second. A song about West Virginia, sung in Seattle by American soccer fans.
The fuck's wrong with that? Why are you breaking it down to different state and a sport? It's still American. Why are you making it about the state and the sport? It's just an American song, you idiot.
Picked up from a tradition that started with German football crowds, who picked it up from October.
Yo, Ham Solo on Pilled. I'm in West Virginia right now. Are you really? Are they singing it? Look at those big Steinlagers.
Fest. That's not a straight line. That's a song bouncing around the world for over 50 years and landing back where it started and exactly where it needed to be. So here's the real question. Why does this keep happening? Why this song and not some newer, flashier track? Let me tell you why.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why before he tells us why. It's because they broadcasted it on the Fox network. It's like mainstream radio. Whatever they tell you, you will like, you will like. They're broadcasting it across the airwaves.
The answer is probably simpler than you'd think. Take Me Home, Country Roads isn't really about West Virginia. It's about the feeling of belonging somewhere, of wanting to go home, surrounded by people who feel familiar. Like family.
No. It could have been Queen. We are the champions. We are the champions. They could have done that, and would you be doing the same? It's about winning. Yeah, exactly. They played it across the speakers, and Fox broadcasted it to the whole country, and therefore the country went wild. I'm up a holler down a country road. Okay. Holler down a country, holler back, girl. I remember that from a No Doubt song. Anyway, I've done my best and filed. I just need to wait for the result. Congrats, Netskis. Congrats.
And sports crowds, no matter their country, are chasing that exact same feeling. Strangers packed shoulder to shoulder, becoming one voice for a few hours. That's powerful and beautiful. That's why a Scottish crowd in Boston can sing it with the same heart as a German crowd in Munich or an American crowd in Seattle. The lyrics don't change. The mountains and the rivers stay the same. But the home everyone's singing about becomes whatever stadium they're standing in that night. John Denver wrote a song about missing a place. And somehow, 55
To be fair, the Blue Ridge Mountains are not in West Virginia. Thanks, Gives. Ham Solo gifted the cookie. Thank you for the gift on the Pilled Network. Thank you, man. Pilled. Got to run. See you later. Thank you, man. Love those big-ass stickers on Pilled. Hell yeah. Flora could listen and learn. Big stickers. They're all the crack.
Later, it's become the song people sing when they've found one, even if it's only for a night. So were you singing along with Country Roads from one of these stadiums, or maybe from your couch watching the game from home?
No.
Did you grow up listening to John Denver?
No.
Drop a comment.
I was singing, we are the champions, no time for losers. What's this? A Washington Monument illuminated like never before. Around the world. I like these when they broadcast like light shows on buildings and shit. It looks rad.
What a beautiful group of people you are. You are good. I wish I looked like you.
Comptech. What a beautiful group of people you are. I got a new one for you.
The sky is blue, but sometimes it's gray.
Okay, Keemstar. If you say so. If you say so.
By the hand of Providence and the strength of determined men and women, the United States of America was born. And with her, words that echo throughout eternity.
Oh, yeah, it's too good.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Man, this is a shit video, dude. Get to the light show.
Thunderstorms racing over the plains.
You know what the trouble with this is? The ISO and like low light capabilities of smartphones is just too good these days. I'm sure that this did not look this bright when you were there. We've seen it on the iPhone, on my iPhone, right? It always makes it look better than what it actually is. And so this looks lousy on this video, but I'm sure as the sky gets darker. And by the way, lighting up a monument like that, what can you really do? It's like a thin little, it's like lighting up a stick of spaghetti. There's not much you can do with that. I appreciate whoever put that in the chat, but just know that you're wrong. That was lousy. This one's probably better. 250,000 million drones lighting up the sky.
To celebrate America's 250th birthday, we're going to fly 2,500 drones tonight. This is the largest 4th of July display that has ever happened. We're so excited to be celebrating communities all over America, celebrating America 250. And tonight we're kicking it off with our largest show of the 4th of July.
Fuck, man. I love this shit. Like drones. Yeah, I'm getting one soon. Getting one soon.
Season. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
I wondered how they set this up. Imagine the noise from those drones. Wow. What? Wait. How do they get that shot? This shot. This shot here. Is there one person with an FPV drone? This is insane, dude. This is the future of like night sky shows, right? And it's all just computer. It's all computer programmed. That's pretty cool, man. That is cool. Until they fall out of the sky like they did in Darling Harbour and they crash into the harbour. Like someone hacked the mainframe and changed the frequency or something. That's pretty cool, though. So we're seeing 250 drones, sorry, 2,500 drones. Imagine if they did that with 7,000 drones. The detail, like the pixel rendering, basically they could make. Look, could you have the equivalent of a 4K vision in the sky with enough drones, enough pixels? Because think of each drone as a single pixel. I mean, right now they're kind of limited by the size and like, I guess like the programming and how much airspace each drone needs. But I'm sure at some point they'll have drones that are like this big and they got a single prop and they only can go up and down and maybe they can go like right now. These drones can fly and do everything. But if you're just doing a light show, maybe they only need to do one thing, go up and to the left. So you could have specific drones that are like a thimble size and it's just got a light on it. And you have them, the definition, Like maybe you'll be looking at a sky and you'll see the most brilliantly detailed, like every shade. Because right now, like blue, white, red, white, and blue, but you could have shades between, and like the future is very bright. I gotta wear shades. Still looks rad though, doesn't it? Yeah, add the fireworks into the mix too. Yeah, that's cool, man. Rocket go bang! Is that a starship? Wow, wait, hang on. Hang on, how are they doing that? How are they doing those fireworks? Oh, is there a firework on the drone? Is that all done with drones? Netsky, good question. I feel like these are fireworks. Either they must be attached, right? They must be attached to the drone. That's kind of slick though. It's a shame the wind's blowing the wrong way though, because yeah, it's a real shame the wind is blowing because it's forcing the fireworks to go. That's not what it would do if they were projecting the rocket ship skybound. They wouldn't be going that way. Burn the bottom drones? No, I imagine it would only be the bottom drones that are letting off the fireworks. That's pretty rad though. Like I'm not going to deny. Look. Oh. That's so fake. Man on the moon. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Getting a little emotional for a country I'm not a citizen of. The bald eagle. Wow. That's impressive, dude. What the hell? That is very impressive. The tech we have now. I mean, I know there's kids starving in Ethiopia and all that, but regardless, this tech is pretty impressive. There's homeless people living in the streets of Skid Row in LA, but this drone show is pretty rad too. Perspectives, man. Perspectives. It's pretty impressive. An ad for Sky Elements drone shows. I mean, I'm pretty blown away by that. That was very awesome. Hey, I'm gonna say ta-ta for now because Shaylin's out there and Baxter's out there, and we're gonna hang out as a family, have some beautiful food. My sister's been so busy preparing food all weekend for her son. She really goes to town when her son or daughter, the other one, comes. She really goes all out and makes. She's got some great lasagna. I know it's lasagna. I just say lasagna to be funny. And I just want her to make a tuna bake, but no one likes tuna bakes anymore. I still like them. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, folks. Unfortunately, not many questions for Shaylin, but you can watch the replay and see what you think. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great time. Catch you all on the flippers side. Thanks for being here live. Yeah. Hope you have an enjoyable night. Thank you, man. Yeah. We will. Turn that background music off. Catching all the rivers.
sparkle in the chat, bringing lost to the grind.
Bring those laughs to the grind. So I'm gonna sip some Jack Fine right now. I still got a bit of Jack here. Hell yeah. Ah. See ya.
New Zealand's vibe, surfing waves day to night.